All right, I think we're live. Sandy says, read. Welcome to the channel, you guys. This evening we are doing, I look a little disheveled, don't I? This evening we are doing a live stream poetry reading for National Poetry Month. Welcome. All right, I've got notes. Let me get the notes. Hang on. All right, welcome. There is a chat window here on my screen, which I'll be checking out this whole live stream. So when you come in, welcome, and let me know in the chat that you have arrived. And if I'm paying attention, I will look over there once in a while and say hello and welcome you. All right, what else? Okay, so this evening, what we're going to do, we're going to have two poems tonight. Two. One of them is going to be Duran related. There's a reason for that. We'll go into that in just a second. But first, I want to recap the chicken news from this week. Oh God, there's a fly in the room too. This is going to be a stellar live stream, you guys. Okay, if you see a fly whizzing about, it's because I had the back door open most of the afternoon, going in and out, doing stuff for the chickens out back. Yeah, and that's part of the chicken recap. One of my chickens, how should I say this? You guys know if you've been following me here. Oh, hi, Dwan. Welcome. Yes, have a seat. We're having a chicken story before we begin reading poetry. You guys know that I have buff Orpington hens in my backyard. I love them. They are my pets. They give me eggs, and in exchange, I spoil them rotten. Okay, they get anything they want. But I do have one gem sapphire hen. She is gray. She's really pretty. She looks a little bit like a velociraptor. No, she's very pretty. And this week, she has been under the weather. Something started going on. So like Monday, she was just a little slow. Things weren't right, and it was freaking me out. I like got her inside, put her in a warm bath, which she did not appreciate. And just I've been like nursing her through whatever's been going on all week, giving her this special like electrolyte protein mix with oatmeal, and she's been scarfing that down all week. She's better. She's so much better. She's still a little bit slow in her movements, but she's so much better. You guys, like her tail is bushier again. She's looking better. Okay. So, and hello there, Jeremy. Yeah, I've been having some issues with one of my birds, but hopefully she's on the mend. Hopefully she's going to make it and she's going to be okay. So that's kind of the recap on the chicken news. So one of the things I wanted to read for you guys this evening, one of our poems is going to be a chicken poem because it's just quirky and fun, right? So settle in. Let's have our first poem of the evening about chickens, because that's just great. Okay. This is Last Night I Dreamed of Chickens by Jack Prelutsky. And I hope I said his name correctly, Prelutsky. He spells it Prelutsky, Prelutsky. All right. Last night I dreamed of chickens. There were chickens everywhere. They were standing on my stomach. They were nesting in my hair. They were pecking at my pillow. They were hopping on my head. They were ruffling up their feathers as they raced about my bed. They were on the chairs and tables. They were on the chandeliers. They were roosting in the corners. They were clucking in my ears. There were chickens, 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 for as far as I could see. When I woke today, I noticed there were eggs on top of me. Yay. All right, so there's our first poem for the evening. Crazy chickens, for crazy chicken antics. Yeah. My chickens have started laying eggs just everywhere in the backyard. They've got a couple spots they've picked out where they're trying to hide the eggs from me. And I have discovered those spots. And one of those spots I annihilated today. I went outside and I worked on annihilating that and cleaning up some of the weeds that were around it. And the girls told me off for it, which is just too bad. It's clean now. So they have to, hopefully, they have to focus on using their nest boxes again, because I have nice little nest boxes for them that they've been ignoring. That's good enough, right? I might be a little more discombobulated than usual because, guys, I'm working on like 3 hours of sleep. Okay, I got 3 hours of sleep last night, and then worked in the yard all day. So yeah, it's a little much. Okay, the next item on our list is we're going to talk about my Duran Duran new moon on Monday experience. Because the next poem that we're going to read, the next poem on the list is New Moon on Monday by Duran Duran. Let me see if I've got a glare. Yep, of course there's a glare. There you go. We're going to be reading this poem, this lyric, right? And here's why. Because you guys know, unless you're living under a rock, you know that tomorrow there's a big old eclipse happening, right? And okay, as a Duranie, as a crazed Duranie, I put the new moons on Monday on my calendars each year. I put little stars and hearts and circles on those every year. And most crazed Duranis do. When you get your new calendar at the beginning of the year, you go through and you find where each of the new moons that lands on a Monday happens. And you guys, one happens tomorrow. So at the beginning of the year, I wrote, here it is, new moon. There you go. Can you see that? There it is. I wrote new moon on Monday. Okay. So that's happening tomorrow. And it's happening on that big old eclipse thing, right? So I'm wondering if there's not like some kind of weird Duran apocalypse about to happen, right? Some crazy, bizarre thing is going to happen, like Dr. Durand from the movie is going to like come here to Earth or something, and weird, crazy things are going to happen. He's going to get us with his positronic ray. We're all going to have issues. And only the Duranis out there are going to understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to hear about my new moon on Monday story. Yay. Just track with me here. And yes, I recognize that I'm wearing a Barry Manilow shirt talking about Duran. I don't have a purple Duran Duran shirt, which is probably a crime. And I must wear purple on my channel. It's a thing. Okay, so my new moon on Monday story is back in junior high, a hot minute ago, one evening listening to the radio in my room, I heard this song that had this really cool sound to it, right? I really liked it, but I wasn't up on music when I was in junior high. You know, I wasn't really paying that much attention to music, but I liked what I heard. And the next morning I went to orchestra class. I sat down next to my friend Wendy, and I told Wendy about this song I'd heard, and I described it to her. And I probably knew some of the words. I probably remembered some of the words. I don't remember now, but I do remember describing for her this like horse's hoofbeat sound in the song. Now we all know that in the video, there's what we call the horses in the village scene of New Moon on Monday. And I was describing that sound to her, right? And she said, oh my God, that's Duran Duran. That's New Moon on Monday. And Wendy picked up these like books from under her chair and put them down on her lap and opened them up and showed to me Duran Duran. She had all these pictures of Duran Duran. So I became a fan because of the music and because of all, they were hot, right? They're so cute. I became a fan because of the music and my friend Wendy introducing them to me. Yeah. So that's my New Moon on Monday story. I've been a fan ever since I heard New Moon on Monday. So we're going to do some New Moon on Monday stuff here. You know, this whole, I don't know, phenomenon of like celebrating the new moon on Monday, it's quirky and silly. I know, we all know it is, but it's something that I've been doing like forever, right? Back when I lived in Kansas City and I would like drive to work because I did not work from home then, on the new moons on Monday, I would take the album, Seven Larry Tiger. I would take the album, I would put it in the car, the CD in the car, so I could listen to it on the way to work and on the way home, right? But I'm a moron. And more than once, I screwed this up and I grabbed Rio off the shelf and took Rio in the car and I put Rio in the CD player and I'd be, driving along toward work and all of a sudden realize, hey, New Moon on Monday isn't going to come up on this playlist because I brought the wrong album. And for some stupid reason, I do that. For some reason, I will grab Rio when I want to hear New Moon on Monday. It's a thing. Okay, so what do we have here in the chat? Duan is recognizing, yeah, on the eclipse. The new moon is happening on the eclipse. That's what I've got. I have a calendar, this one of those foo-foo kind of calendars, that tells me all the different moon phases. Yeah. And that's what it tells me. All right. And Jeremy says, yeah, I'm going to speak something sinister into reality. That's right. We're going to have aliens showing up tomorrow. Shall we begin? Shall we read New Moon on Monday? Here we go. Shake up the picture, the lizard mixture, with your dance on the eventide. You got me coming up with answers, all of which I deny. I said it again, but could I please rephrase it? Maybe I can catch a ride. I couldn't really put it much plainer, but I'll wait till you decide. Send me your warning siren, as if I could ever hide. The last time, La Luna, I light my torch and wave it for the new moon on Monday, and a fire dance through the night. I stayed the cold day with a lonely satellite. New moon on Monday, and a fire dance through the night. I stayed the cold day with a lonely satellite. Breaking away with the beast of both worlds, a smile that you can't disguise. But every minute I keep finding clues that you leave behind. Save me from these reminders as if I'd forget tonight. This time, La Luna, I light my torch and wave it for the new moon on Monday, and a fire dance through the night. I stayed the cold day with a lonely satellite. New moon on Monday, and a fire dance through the night. I stayed the cold day with a lonely satellite. Yay. Yay for Simon. Okay. Yeah, Dwan, moons are kind of cool. That's right. For those of you who don't know, Dwan, his handle is the moon. That's right, Luna. Okay, guys, that was all of the poetry reading that we had for this live stream. I will be doing this every Sunday of the month of April for National Poetry Month. Let us celebrate. Yay. So every Sunday at 6 Eastern, we'll read some poetry. But you guys, we're not going to read Duran every Sunday. We could if you want to, because I would dig that very much. But we're going to do whatever poetry you guys would like to hear. So in the comment field below, give me some recommendations. Let me know what cool poetry you would like to share together, and we'll do that. And that's it. Okay, thumbs up, you guys, if you're watching this on the replay. Thumbs up for wonderful poetry, for the great opportunity to share poetry together for National Poetry Month. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Duan and Jeremy, for joining me in the chat for our live stream. I am going to go to sleep. The 3 hours that I got last night were not enough. I'm going to get some sleep. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. And end.